much, everyone, for staying with us. Well, when it's a woman, when it's young, perhaps is a reason to talk about, because these are the class of categories of people that usually do not come into the fray as far as Nigeria's politics is concerned. Tonight, I have the ADC deputy governorship candidate. You might not see a deputy governorship candidate speaking on the program. Unusual, right? Yes. Tonto Dikeh, Nigerian Hollywood actress, joins me live here in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shan.
It comes to a lot of Nigerians as a surprise.
Yes.
Have you ever wanted to be in politics?
I've always wanted to be in politics. Ever since I became a personality in the country, I have always given back to the community that made me who I am through my foundation, the Tonto Dikeh Foundation. So I've always known that what I did was politics, helping people, nurture people, educate, and also build up leaders. That's politics. So yeah, I've always been in the politics game. But nevertheless, not a lot of people know that I have been in politics, Nigerian politics, for the past 2 years. Through CYMS, Committee of Youth and Mobilization and Sensitization. I have worked for this administration for about 2-3 years now.
Which of the administration? In your state or federal government?
Federal government, I'm sorry.
So you somewhat APC member? Proxy.
The truth is, we're not a member of any political party. We're just in for the government's good and for the youth's good. So we are just intermediate for the youths to for the government to the youth. So it's more like no party at all. We are just social workers.
So the candidate approached you to be his running mate?
Yes, sir.
So how did you find that?
Amazing, intriguing, and overwhelming.
You think it's something you can do?
It's something I am able to do. You
are a woman of controversy too.
Yes.
And so you're ready for what politics will throw out to you?
I am extremely controversial. Doesn't mean I'm not extremely loyal to the things I believe in. I believe in change. I believe in governance, good governance. I believe in an opportunity for women and youth in my governance, inclusion of them in decision makings. So with that, I don't think I have a mind to change. I can change in things that don't really make sense. But when it comes to people that I love, communities that I love, I don't change. It's a static. It's either white or black.
You pretty much probably, when the candidate approached you, you probably started researching what it means to be a deputy governor.
Yes.
And what do you think, what is in your mind you make of the role of the job of a deputy governor?
And now, what I say might be a little bit controversial, but nevertheless, it is the truth. A deputy is a spare tire.
And you're willing to be one?
And I'm willing to be the best spare tire every governor or every mandate has ever had.
So you are king. You call yourself King Tonto?
I don't call myself king. My name is King Tonto. It's a name, not a title.
Oh, it's your name?
It's a name.
It's your parent gave it?
It's a name gotten for my son. Yes, it's a name.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's a lot of people imagine that you put yourself in several shoes.
I know, and that's something I've never really gotten to explain to a lot of people, but I think now I have to, because I had to take it out for my campaign name and campaign initiative, because I do not want the traditional rulers to think me ahead of them. My king comes as a result of my name, as a name gotten from my son. It's not a title in any way or form.
Have you tried to resolve some of these issues on the home front? Because these are some of the things the questions that will come up.
Yeah.
And although, I try to be as lenient with women when they come on this program. But, sometimes the tough questions are not far away from this table.
Yeah.
But the big questions are the ones that you will be asked. Politics will throw at you personal questions.
I don't intend for you to
engage you.
I don't intend for you to actually treat me like a woman. I intend for you to treat me as every political aspirant who sits down here. Because I don't want to be seen as a woman.
The reason why I probably will treat a younger person in politics and a woman in politics differently on this program is because we support inclusion.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people they get discouraged because they are women or they are young. So we try as much as possible to accommodate and try as much as possible to see from their own prism.
Yeah.
Now, I'm trying to see from your prism tonight.
Yes, please.
And find out how prepared you are for those questions, tough ones that will be asked, especially when it comes to family issues. These are very tricky things. But politics will throw some of these tough questions at you.
I am prepared for anything. Truthfully, I have had 3 years to work on this. It's not something that I just came out or emerged with. We've had a lot of time to work on this and for this. Criticism, I am ready. Not criticism, I am ready. So it doesn't matter where the question is coming from or where it's not coming from. I have failed in my life, and I'm not denying that, and everybody has seen that. Well, am I going to fail with leadership? Have I ever failed with leadership? Start from motherhood. Have I ever failed in motherhood? Have I ever failed with my foundation? I think I was one of the foundation who has actually stood up for this country and helped this country in the time of the pandemic with no assistance whatsoever. There was no assistance, but I did it on myself. I did it even more than governments. I did it more than even states. I did it because I cared. So I am prepared for whatever criticism it is. I know that it would come. For God's sake.
For leadership,
I'm Tonto.
you.
I'm Tonto, so I am prepared for all of the questions. But the truth is, have you ever tried me on leadership and I failed? Nah.
So what would you be telling Nigerians tonight, especially people from Rivers State, of how prepared, what school of leadership have you gone to? And I say school of leadership doesn't necessarily bring the forwards of a university. Yeah. Whether you've been tested in any leadership capacity. I
have been tested critically in leadership through my foundation, the Tonto Dikeh Foundation, and secondly, through my organization, no, not my organization, but an existing organization, which is Committee of Youth on Mobilization and Sensitization, which will work directly with the government through to the youth. So I have paid my dues when it comes to working, social working for the country.
ADC, do you see that party? Chance?
Sorry?
In ADC, your party which you belong now.
Do I see a chance?
A chance for that party in Rivers State.
The truth is there's always a chance for everything.
Rivers State
yes,
is a PDP state right now.
It's not a PDP state.
It is run by a PDP government.
That's the idea we have in our heads. But the thing is, it's not run by PDP. It's run by citizens. And that's what we want to bring.
Members of the PDP.
Well, they don't have to be, right? They don't have to be. We need to send the right message to the people of Rivers State. We're not preaching party. We're preaching change. And that's what it is.
So what change are you preaching?
A lot of change.
What are you hoping to bring to the
First
table?
Of all,
or your party, man, you are keen into the agenda of your candidate.
Yes.
So what is that agenda? You said the rescue.
There are a lot of them. First of all, invest massively in social security. Secondly, which is foremost in my heart, which is the inclusion of women and youth in politics and decision making in the country. That's secondly, and also encouraging local production to increase exports and support the growth of small businesses.
What kind of what aspect of the economy? What would you think Rivers State could produce to export?
There's so many things that we can produce. I am a farmer. I'm a massive farmer of cassava, snails, and a lot of things. And I do know that I didn't get that from nowhere. I got that from my grandma. My grandma is a farmer. I think she's one of the biggest farmers in Rivers State.
Your farm is in Rivers State?
I have a farm in Rivers State and I have a farm in Abuja here. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, and you have experience in that, and you are hoping that also you will help. Should your party win the election, you have
it's not about farming alone. It's just so many things that you didn't allow me to mention. I just mentioned only 3.
So, because now I'm looking at the fact that when you talk about exporting, is a lot.
Yeah,
so you have to produce something.
Yes.
So do you think Rivers is strong at?
We intend to encourage local production. To increase exports.
Of what product?
Of different made in Nigeria products from Rivers State.
What is Rivers State strong in?
We are strong in so many things apart from oil, and that's what we want to make the public known. That it's not just oil, it's not just the oil sector alone. We are very strong in so many things. I do cassava, gari from Rivers State, and I bet you I'm one of the most, well, saying biggest exporter, it's like bragging, but the truth is I export real good.
On cassava.
On cassava.
And it's other extractions.
Yes, sir.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the campaigns will start. We may not have all the time in the world, but I guess Nigerians are interested in listening to you tonight, and that's the reason why we wanted you to have a share on stating your side of this and looking at how you fit into that role.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the race. You have agenda, which we talked a bit about, is also how to win the election.
Yes.
What is the strategy?
I have not been so long in the political scheme, but I do know that my strategies should not be shared online. Nevertheless, I would say that I have a very good mandate for the public and for the citizens of River State, and that should be encouraged. Yeah. I cannot share my strategy. Obviously, you know that, Mr. Shao.
PDP, APC, is a party weary of these big political parties or the bigger
and I appreciate them and I love them so much. We have to love them. You see, the thing is, we are not here. I mean, from where we stand from and from what we represent, we're not here to fight the government. We're here to assist them. You know, it says that we are tomorrow's leaders. It's tomorrow. We are today. We're in the time of the now. We're in the time of the change. They've taught us a lot of things. So I think it's time for them to just give us a little space for us to actually express what they have taught us. So it's not a fight for, you know, the old governance or the old people. No, I'm not in support of all of that.
You think the time is now? The
time is now for the youths.
Tonto Dikeh, I wish you the very best in the race, and hopefully at some point we might get to see your face more on television, because you are now in the stream of things now.
Thank you very much.
I wish you the very best. Tonto Dikeh, ADC, Deputy Governorship Candidate in River State. Thank you indeed for coming.
Thank you very much.
All right.